St. Louis ended up winning another one, 6-5 in extra innings. But now we got to switch gears. We got to get a workout on. You ready? With Cami. Take a look.
Seriously, this is tough.
I'm out at Meadow Park with Cassandra, who is actually a pickleball pro. She's going to teach me a thing or two today. Thanks so much for meeting with me.
Yeah, no problem.
So I've played this before, but I'm a little bit nervous, I guess, to be playing with someone who's actually a pro. But I'm really interested. How long have you been playing?
I've been playing for 4 years now.
Which is not very much for a pro.
Yeah.
So that makes me even more interested in how people can pick up this game so easily. Now, do you have a tennis background?
I do not have a tennis background. I was a physical education teacher before this, and I played volleyball, basketball, and softball in high school, and just kind of picked this up. That's what's so great about it, is it's a lifetime sport that's really easy for anybody to play and pick up on. And you can play recreationally, socially, or obviously you can try to make it to the pro level.
So who plays? Like, what age group do you work with?
I work with all age groups. I would say the predominant age group for pickleball is probably 55 and older.
That is really interesting as well. And why is that?
It's, you know, it's a low impact sport, so it's a nice transition of racket or paddle sports. If you're coming from tennis or badminton where you're kind of running around a lot, maybe it's a little harder on your knees or your body at this point. Pickleball is a lot more low impact, so it's a lot easier for the seniors to kind of transition to and still get some exercise.
So as far as health benefits, what would someone expect to see from playing pickleball?
It's predominantly cardio, and obviously, you know, once you get better at it, the cardio kind of lessens a little bit, but it's just a nice way to stay active, get moving, and socially, I think that is a huge benefit.
So are you going to show me how to play, some tips on it and all that?
Yeah, I'll get you started.
Okay,
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Okay, so pickleball lines are very similar to badminton. They're actually the same size. Obviously the net is lower than badminton, but we can start with the serve. If you check out the lines here, we have a center line, a side line, and a back line. When you serve, it has to be underhand, and it's got to go to the diagonal box across from you. It can hit any of the lines except for the kitchen or the non-volley zone line, which is the very front line. Towards your target. Perfect. Yes. Right.
Got it in. I understand serving now, but there's more to it than that. So what's next?
So with pickleball, that's a little bit different, is we have what's called a double bounce rule. So it has to bounce once on each side before you can actually volley it or hit it out of the air. There we go. Bounce once.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, yeah.
They don't fly as hard as tennis balls either, so you got to get up on it. So we're standing in the kitchen right now, which is a really weird name.
There's no food.
There's
very
no
confused.
sink or anything. Yeah, so what does that mean?
So it's basically a slang term in pickleball. This is actually called the non-volley zone, so you're not able to hit balls out of the air from inside this zone.
Okay.
We also in pickleball call it the kitchen. So in pickleball, you actually have to be completely behind this white line, which is the non-volley zone line. If I even have a toe on here, I'm not able to strike the ball out of the air. So if I'm back here, I can reach for the ball, but if it bounces in here, I have to wait for it to hit, and then I'm able to come in and play it.
So there's a pickleball club too for people if they want to be able to play with others and get together. What's that club name?
Yeah, our local pickleball club is Ozarks Pickleball Club, and we actually have a get-together event on Wednesday, July 21st out here at Meadow Park at 5:30.
That's free?
Free for anybody. We will have a couple beginner courts where we'll be teaching beginners. We'll have some intermediate courts, and then we'll also have the pros in town here where you can come play and challenge the pros.
Are you on Facebook, or you have a website for that?
Yep, our Facebook page is Ozarks Pickleball Club, so you can check all of our events there.
Great. Now, it's not every day I get to play against a professional of any sport, so I'm going to play a game. We'll see how we do.
Hey, bring it on, girl.
Woo! I don't know what the score is. I'm pretty sure I'm not winning.